Alright, 30 days in Las Vegas ends right now. This is probably the last video I'm going to make. I'm delirious. Okay, so disclaimer on that. I couldn't even recite the ABCs if you asked me to. But I'm gonna give you my top 14 steakhouses in Las Vegas. Now, I ate at all of these places, had a personal dinner there, and I'm gonna tell you which ones I think are best. I'm gonna rank them from worst to first. Now, I have eaten probably at 30 or 40 of them in Las Vegas, but these are my top 14. So just to make the list, all of these are exceptional. They're all excellent. You're gonna have a fantastic meal at any one of these places. However, when I pit the best against the best, this is the list I come up with. So I'm just gonna do this rapid fire. Number 14 is one that doesn't get talked about a lot, and I don't know why. It is Strip House at Planet Hollywood. When I walked in there, I actually thought that Strip House was too good for Planet Hollywood, and that's not a knock on Planet Hollywood. That is a compliment to Strip House. The place is opulent, it is classy, it's sophisticated, it's dark. I really got like the quintessential Vegas steakhouse vibe. I think it is one of the most underrated steakhouses in Las Vegas, and if you're coming to Planet Hollywood, you would be remiss if you did not eat there. Strip House comes in at number 14. Just above Strip House, but barely, is Mastro's. The thing Mastro's has going for it is that this is one of the most beautiful Mastro's locations I've ever seen. It's over at the Crystals at Aria. Its open air orb type dining area is something I have never really seen before. It is a stunner, and the meal you're going to have there is going to be just as exquisite as the aesthetics. Mastro's comes in at number 13. All right, number 12 is Gordan Ramsay at Paris. This one is interesting. Forever, I held this in the highest esteem. I still do, but it slowly fell out of my top 5, and then it fell out of my top 10. It is a stunner inside with its tube entrance and then its double-decker dining layout. It is one of the coolest places to eat at in Las Vegas. It comes in at number 12. Number 11 is one that most don't think about when they think of the best steakhouses in Las Vegas, but they should. This wins Best of Las Vegas year after year after year, and I'm talking Top of the World at the STRAT. Yes, Top of the World is a steakhouse, and it is a great one. They recently remodeled the place, and they recently redid the menu within the past couple years, and it has changed my perception of what Top of the World is. 5 years ago, Top of the World would have never made this list, but now I am very honored to put it in it. It comes in almost in the top 10 at number 11. Number 10 is Bugsy and Meyer's. I was wondering where Bugsy and Meyer's would come in on this list, and it came just in the top 10. It is arguably one of the hottest new steakhouses in Las Vegas. This place has a ton of buzz. It really pays history and homage to the Flamingo's past, hence the name Bugsy and Meyer's. It has an old school vintage Vegas feel with a modern aesthetic. Bugsy and Meyer's really has it all, from the aesthetic to the drinks and to the steak. I had a 60-day dry-aged ribeye that was a flavor explosion. Bugsy and Meyer's comes in at number 10. Number 9 is Bavette's, and this is another one I held in the highest esteem for the longest time. There's just so much competition in Las Vegas. You know that Las Vegas has some unbelievable steakhouses, and Bavette's is coming in at number 9. Bavette's is going to be your classic steakhouse. It's going to be dark, it's going to be luxurious, it is going to be opulent, and they are going to have a traditional steakhouse menu. If you're looking for one of the best prepared steaks in Las Vegas, you don't have to look much further than Bavette's. My only knock on this place is that I do think the concept works a little bit better in Chicago than it does in Las Vegas. Nonetheless, it still is a top Las Vegas steakhouse. It comes in at number 9. All right, number 8 is Wolfgang Puck Cut. This is one of the most beautiful entrances in Las Vegas. It is next to the waterfall at the Palazzo. Wolfgang Puck Cut is going to be modern. It's going to be contemporary. I think that this is his best venue in Las Vegas. It comes in at a solid number 8. Number 7 is Barry's. Barry's was in my top 5 forever, but it just fell out of it. Barry's really has everything that I'm looking for. First of all, this guy is a Vegas legend. He was over at 9 Steakhouse and really put that place on the map. I believe he went somewhere else before he finally ended up at Barry's. And like I said, it has everything I'm looking for. It has aesthetic, it has vibe, it has a creative menu, it has experiential cocktails, and the food is oh so delicious. Not only is it one of the best steakhouses downtown in Las Vegas, it's one of the best steakhouses overall in Las Vegas. If you're looking for one of the best steak meals in Las Vegas from a Vegas steakhouse legend, you gotta go to Barry's. He comes in at number 7. All right, One Steakhouse comes in at number 6. That's where I'm at right now at Virgin. One Steakhouse is run by Morton's Group. It is their brainchild, but it's anything but a Morton's restaurant. It is cool, it is classy, it's upscale, it's modern, it's chic, but you get all of the history and heritage that Morton's brings to the steakhouse game. I had one of my best steak dinners of all time at One. It easily comes in at number 6. Number 5 is the biggest surprise for me. It is Vic and Anthony's at the Golden Nugget. I thought that Barry's was going to be the best downtown steakhouse with no questions, and Vic and Anthony's comes in just above it. Vic and Anthony's has that old school vintage Las Vegas feel. The menu was so creative and so wide. I had one of the best drinks of all time with that $75 Golden Negroni. The service was impeccable, and it really gives off just that classic Vegas steakhouse feel. Vic and Anthony's is absolutely one of the best steakhouses in Las Vegas, and that's why it comes in at number 5. Number 4, SW Steakhouse. This used to be my number 1 steakhouse in Las Vegas. It was for years. It has been unseated and dethroned. Now it's down to number 4. But still, it really does almost get no better than SW at the Wynn. It is oh so classy, upscale, and refined. It is one of the best steaks you can get anywhere. SW Steakhouse comes in at number 4. 3 is Prime at Palazzo. I went back and forth between Prime and SW Steakhouse, between 3 and 4, because they're so similar. In fact, they're almost identical. If you know about the history of the properties of Wynn and Palazzo, you probably know why. I'm putting Prime at number 3 just because it's much more beautiful than SW Steakhouse. I found the meals and menus to be pretty much similar and identical, but Prime's ambiance and atmosphere and decor definitely elevates it above SW Steakhouse. Prime comes in at number 3. We have 2 John George's Steakhouses back to back. Prime was number 3, and we have his location at Aria at number 2. They both are fantastic, but the Aria location is better. It has a cooler, contemporary, more modern vibe inside, and plus the menu definitely is better. It offers some more exotic cuts of meat than you're going to find at his location at Prime. Overall, both John George's Steakhouses are going to leave you floored, but his Aria location is definitely a little bit better, and that's why it comes in at number 2. All right, number 1 is Bazaar Meats at Jose Andres, and it is easily here at number 1. It is like a steakhouse on steroids, or like a Michelin star restaurant that only serves steak. If you are sick of the traditional steakhouse experience with the potatoes and the shrimp cocktail and the oysters and the bacon and the corn, you want to go to Jose Andres because he will redefine what a steakhouse is to you. I have never seen so many creatively brilliant dishes on a menu before. If you want to take your meal and experience at Bazaar Meats to the highest level, make sure you get one of his tasting menus. It will leave you with lifelong memories. The meal was unbelievable. It was unforgettable. I have never seen a steakhouse like this before, and I doubt I ever will again. Bazaar Meats by Jose Andres is in a league of its own, and that is why it comes in at number 1.